Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you, Tasman.
Robbie Williams is here.
Yeah.
Look, do you want to look at him? There he is, look.
Hey up.
He really is next to us. But we've got Robbie. What has Lorraine got? Match that, Lorraine.
Oh, isn't he absolutely... He's as cute as a button, isn't he, Robbie? He's absolutely gorgeous. Look at that wee face. Oh... stunning. Well, on today's programme, massive big Coronation Street extravaganza. It's a trip down memory lane and we want you to vote for your favourite ever Coronation Street moment. And to help us celebrate, look who I've got. Marion Norris, Patty Clare and Malcolm Hebden are right here. Oh, aren't they fantastic? And Emmerdale's Suzanne Shaw is popping in as well. And we're talking about last night's X Factor results. Now, as well as all of that, Simon Cowell apparently tops a poll for women's guilty crushes. Yes, sort of weird crushes we have on men that maybe we shouldn't. Who are yours, I wonder? Email us via the website, itv.com/Lorraine. And I can't wait to hear what Robbie's got to say.
Okay, we're just
Talking
heavily
about
getting
love
into
for
Robbie.
Lorraine
Yes.
that day.
Yeah, I saw Lorraine
Thanks,
flirting with
Robbie.
Robbie then. It was all wrong.
Did you
it
feel
was just
hurt?
me. I did, yes, I did.
Well, not to worry.
Okay, Robbie Williams is here. Let's give him a round. Fantastic.
Hey, you've been trailering
Robbie.
this.
Oh, we have. You're well worth trailering, I'll tell you.
That'd be good.
Yeah. The pressure, yeah.
Yeah, cracking.
So how's it feel, Robbie, being back and sort of being back on the road as well? And then, of course, you and Gary and everything else. Life is good.
Well, you know, I'm in love with the story of it all, and it feels good, really good being with the boys. And to be honest, I wouldn't be doing much if it wasn't for them anyway, you know. And we all got together and sorted out our differences, and you know, listened to the Circus album that they did, and then watched the live show that they did, and just thought, I want a piece of that. They look as though they're having so much fun, and they are having a load of fun. And you know, the democracy of Take That is brilliant now. You know, everybody chips in, everybody gets an equal say, and it's something that I don't plan on leaving for a bit.
Yeah, is that a lot to do with just growing up a bit, all of you together? There's maturity there now.
Yeah, yeah. You know, we've met on a level playing surface. The boys come back and they've done exceptionally well, and you know, people have had kids, and you know, the edges from me have sort of rounded off a little bit, and so have the boys, and you know, it's the feel-good factor that makes me, you know, want to keep coming back for more.
Yeah. In a sense, it all worked out well.
Or back for good.
Yeah, back for good. That's good. I see what you did there.
I wasn't going to, shouldn't have.
But it seems to me it's all worked out kind of perfectly. I'm sure it's been very tough along the way, but Take That were brilliant in the first place. Then you went your separate ways and had huge success separately, and now you've come back together to have more success together. Well, what could be better?
Well, you know, the getting together of the album that's about to come out. I mean, I know I'm here doing my greatest hits, but you know, it's
A rather fetching photograph.
Yeah, I know. You know, Photoshop works wonders. It's amazing because you know they say that a guy's face is his autobiography and a woman's face is a work of fiction, and I'm part of the latter at the minute. But thank you, computers. That's brilliant.
So what's your ambition now going forward then? It seems a strange.
Just to have a laugh. You know, don't need to be doing anything. Very fortunate with the life I've got. Amazing wife. You know, we have a very uncomplicated relationship. 8 doggies. Live out in LA in the sun. It's a good life. So whatever I do now, it's just got to be a laugh.
Yeah, but you see, you're backed by the love of a good woman, and I think that can change a man for the better. Robbie.
Yeah, it really can. It really can. Stability. Who knew that I would like that?
There's a great picture of you somewhere with dogs on your head, actually, which we were reflecting on a couple. I can't find it at the moment. Do you still do that, trying out different hairdos by putting the dog on your head? Yeah,
well, I'm going grey, really grey, and I'm well aware that, because I used to like dyeing my hair anyway for a bit of a change, you know, as you do. But now when you go grey, they're like, you know, if you dye your hair, it's like, it's because it's gone grey. So I had a bored morning one morning and thought, I'll just check out what each one of the dogs looks like on the top of my head.
and why
one
not?
of those moments.
As long as they're your own dogs, you're not just taking strangers' dogs. That could get complicated.
Well, it's become quite an addiction now. It's a bit of a worry.
Well, what about Port Vale? Are they still big in your mind? Even if you're in LA, you know, you get up.
Yeah,
Saturday morning.
they're always big in my mind, and you know, we're having a great season this season. Top of the league, 1-1 with Hereford at the weekend. It's nice that they're doing well, because they haven't been doing well for a long time. And it's weird living out in LA. I can't wait until they start getting the games on the internet, you know, and then I'll be able to keep up with them properly.
Aren't there dodgy pubs available with Port Vale's home games on them? Because that does happen. There's nothing like that in Los Angeles. Not much demand for it, I would have thought.
No. The great thing about living in LA is that, you know, we can watch the 3 o'clock games. You don't get the 3 o'clock games on the television here. Saturday morning, Sundays is just 3 games, one after another. It's a beautiful day.
Yeah. You spend most of the year though in LA now, Robbie. Do you see that as home?
I call this home, but you know, that's where I live.
Yeah.
When I speak about home, it's always England, but I really enjoy it out there. Lifestyle's great, weather's great. You know, you wake up in the morning, you open the curtains, and you go, yes.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. It's a sort of place, perhaps, to bring a family up, which is
maybe,
a story
but
that's
they all
rattling
talk with
around.
That accent when you bring them up over there, don't they? Yeah, hopefully,
Well, would you bring them up here
we're
or
negotiating.
there?
Me and the missus are negotiating at the minute.
About what?
Having
Whether
kids.
to have them or where to bring them up?
Oh, no, well, no, we'll probably bring them up over there, but she wants to go now. And I'm like, no,
Let's just join, take that again.
Yeah, let's go around the world and enjoy
The love for you is massive. I'm sure you know. We've got all these texts in. Sue England from Amesbury said Angels is Robbie's best ever song. Jan Ellis goes for Angels. Justin in Essex goes for Angels. Sophie, age 16, Let Me Entertain You. Nikki in Bridgend, Rock DJ. I mean, they adore you. Who would you have felt like that about when you were sort of their age? When you were Sophie's age, 16, who were you nuts over at that time?
Happy Mondays, Public Enemy.
Edgy.
Gaza.
Yeah.
Gary Lineker, probably at the time.
Mark Bright.
Mark Bright.
Yes.
Yeah, but he'd way gone by the time I was 16. Who else when I was 16? Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr.
And you ended up living that life as well. It's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is.
It's interesting how it's brought back to football every time you open your mouth.
I just can't stop myself.
No, exactly. You were talking about the Take That tour, and I went to see the 4 guys together twice, and it was incredible. But the whispers around the entire place was, can you imagine if Robbie came out? Because there were whispers at that stage he'd make the big appearance at one of those dates. And we were all there going, will he? Because there was that anticipation. I can only now imagine what it must feel like for people knowing it's going to happen. Me being one of them, actually, to be fair.
Yeah, we did the Children in Need gig last year together.
Of course,
we just stepped on stage for like 2 minutes with each other. And you know, the energy that was coming back at us was palpable, you know, and I can only... Gaz always says, I can't wait to be stood along that line, lad, that night, when we look down the line at each other and I go like that to you. I can't imagine what it's going to be like, you know, there's going to be some kind of earthquake.
I think it'll be great. We've got 5 quick questions for you. What's your proudest moment in the 20 years in the music business?
Finding Ida.
Biggest regret?
Finding Ida.
Person you could...
Double-edged sword, really, isn't it?
Person you could have done without?
Person I could have done without... too early in the morning to skirt around that one. Yeah. I'd rather not say.
OK. And song on the album that sums it all up on the Greatest Hits album?
I don't know, I haven't seen the track listing.
It was that long ago, was it?
Track 4.
Track 4, You Know Me.
There you go.
There you go. And why
Couldn't
not?
have been more perfect.
As we said, Robbie's staying with us and he'll be singing for us for the end of the show.
Yeah, before that, let's find out what's happening where you are this morning.